Hello and good afternoon. In this video, we are going to talk about boot utility and autopsy. Autopsy is a software use. It's a digital forensic tool that allows you to analyze files and recover files, basically. Yeah. My name is Nakoye Shafiu Abdullahi, and I'm taking the first part of the video, which is going to be in two parts. The first part is boot utility. Now, what is boot utility? Boot utility is a tool or software um, designed to assist in starting up or booting up your machine, but mostly when you have a problem with your machine, because the boot utility allows you to troubleshoot and, in some cases, bypass a Windows machine. Yes. So let's get started. To do that, I will use a virtual Windows machine to demonstrate what boot utility is and the features and what you can use it for. Let's dive into it. My Windows is already running on virtual, so let's just get in. Okay, this is taking longer than expected. Okay, to access the boot utility, there are two ways that I know of. One is you restart your machine but before restarting it, you press F8. That's for older version. The F8 works on older versions of machines and Windows, but the newer ones you can just use Shift. You hold Shift while you restart your machine. But for the sake of this video and demonstration, we cannot do that. So the other thing is to go to settings, and then when we're in settings, we should find Windows Update, which is at the left side menu of your settings window, and move to advanced options, and advanced options move to recovery. So basically, this is more like a recovery journey or something like that. I don't know. Um, Advanced setup, then you go to restart now. Yeah, yeah. Well. This period, we just wait for the machine to restart and take us to the screen where we can find some boot utilities. Good. So this screen, we have some utilities that the boot utility offers. For example, troubleshooting your machine, Troubleshooting your machine, normally you do that when your machine has problems, forgetting your password, that kind of stuff. So let's go troubleshoot and see what's there. Now, here you can reset the machine, but reset will just reset the machine. You lose your files and everything. Your machine is going to be like a whole new machine that you just bought out of a shop. But we don't want to do that. So let's find out what we have at advanced options. We have startup repair, startup settings, command prompts. Interesting. Uninstalling of updates, system restore. It is written there. You use a restore point recorded on your PC to restore Windows, blah blah blah. Now, over here, like I said in the beginning of the video, the example I'm going to use to demonstrate some of the things the boot utility does is to basically get into your machine when you've forgotten your password. You can do that, but ethically, of course. So when you go to the command prompt, for example, the command prompt will open, but you can see you have X and then Windows System 32. The X there is a drive, just like how we have local drive C and D. But this X is a drive and it's a temporal drive. A temporal drive that will store whatever you do here temporarily. So when you're done doing what you're doing here, since it's temporal, and then you exit, everything goes, right? But the purpose of this video is not to talk about or teach how to bypass Windows security. So we are not going to do that. This is just to show that you can come here to do this and this and this. And these are some of the things boot utility offers and it does. But like I said, this is not the point of the video, which is to teach how to bypass Windows. So we don't do that here. So we're just going to exit the command prompt and it will take us back here. So if you do not have any reason to be here and you find yourself here, just exit and go back and use your machine. So I think this brings me to the end of the first part of this video, which I said talks about boot utility, which we have here. My colleague is going to continue and talk about the second part of the video, which I said is autopsy and all that. Thank you and see you guys later.
Okay, so yes, to continue from what my colleague left off, starting with autopsy. Okay, I'm Daniel, and I'm here to continue from where my colleague left off. So how I'm taking autopsy. First of all, you need to get the app downloaded from either Google or any of the web browsers. Let's open it. So what autopsy does is to help you retrieve and then extract all deleted files from a drive. It could be an external drive or a drive within the device. So over here, you need to um, set up a new case. You can either set up a new case, open a recent case, or open a case that has been created already. So for the purpose of this video, we are going to open a new case. So over here, you choose the case name. Let's assume we have an employee who who has been misusing the company's resources. Yes. We have the uh, employees drive here. I want go go through and then find evidence which can be used against him or her in court. So let's just find a case name for this whole thing. So let's just name it let's see, employee abuse. So EA. Yeah, that's the case name, employee abuse. Then we choose the base directory. This is where the case files and then everything will be stored on the physical device. But it's advisable to save it on the hard disk of the computer you are using it so rather than the drive which you are extracting the files from. So yeah, so I go to next. So this very portion is often is optional. So let's just give it a case number for easy identification. So EA we are engineering so 0125. Okay, so that will be our case name for now. The examiner, let's just call the examiner holy cow. Okay, so over here, it's creating a database for everything that will go on, where the examiner can access all the files concerning the case. We should take a few minutes. Okay, so over here we are going to select a host. So let's just tell it to generate host name based on the data source. So it shouldn't require you to give it a specific name. What it's going to do is it's going to take the host name as the G drive. Then over here, if you have a disk image or a VM file, you can choose it. If you have a logical file, and all those things you can choose. But in our case, we are using a local disk, so select local disk. Then the next one is to choose the location of your local disk. So here, go and select. So I'm using this particular drive, which is USB drive D. Select. This is the time zone. So you can choose any of the time zone, but it's advisable to use the current time zone. So these are some options you wouldn't need for the purpose of what we are doing here. So the sector size you can choose either 512 megabytes, 1024 megabytes, or any of the megabytes here. I will just leave it to automatically detect the size of the files. We go to next. Yes, over here you choose the things you want to look for. Okay. So hash lookup, okay, fine. We wouldn't need an email parser. Okay, we need encryption detection. We wouldn't need iOS analyzer. All these things wouldn't be needed. If you turn them on, they are going to slow you down. Yeah, you wouldn't be needing all of this. But some important stuff like the encryption detection and the other modules, you needing them. So embedded file extractor, you need them as well. Central repository, yes, there might be a repository that, and then a photo recover cover. So this one helps you recover photos or and then the virtual image extractor. Really be needing it. Purpose of this is to help you recover a virtual machine. You don't have a virtual machine on this drive, so today be necessary to have it turned on. So have to turn off the Android analyzer. You wouldn't be needing it. So this one should do. So over here, hash lookup is this one contain the hash keys and all that's necessary to help unencrypt So this is file type identification, extension mismatch detector, embedded file extractor. So you'll be able to get all these type of documents here. So in case there is a malware on the drive that you want to scan or you want to look for, you can select the cyber triage malwares, the cyber triage malwares scanner, which will help you do that. But there is no malware looking for. So it's just turn on these ones for you. So from there, you click on next. It's going to take some few minutes. So you're able to finish. Okay, so it's starting to analyze the files and most of it. Down here we can see encryption text for drive D. So it's detecting whether there are any encrypted files folders on the drive. I'm going to pause this video. Okay, so we're waiting for some minutes. The deleted files are shown here. So yeah, the employee was using the company's resources to host pictures of his girlfriend and some other members as we see them. So over here we have images and videos. That's supposed to show the images and videos here while still taking. Okay, so the ingest is still ongoing, so it's taking time. Mhm. So here I'm able to tell the exact places the images were taken or they were stored. That's at the geolocation tab. Then at the timeline tab as well. So I think the ingest is still ongoing, so most of the processes can't be done. So we have to wait for some time. Okay, so it's still taking time for you. But before that, uh, in order to retrieve the deleted files, click on it, then go to extract files, and we select a location where you want to extract a file. So let's just put it at desktop. Okay, so let's just maintain the name. Okay, so let's just name this evidence evidence one. Put into brackets. So we get our first evidence to prove that. Okay, so when we come to desktop, so this is it. This picture was found in the company's desk. Okay, so let's okay, so here there is another thing. This is supposed to be a movie. So we'll use the same method to extract the file. So let's name this evidence. Everyone's we have our evidence to manipulate. Oh, sorry, extracted as well. So you can create a backup of these evidences in order to keep it safe. So let's just explore the tabs we have here. So the first one, data source, that is where you are taking your data for the forensic investigation. Then the second one is the file views, where you're able to access the file types, the deleted files, sizes, then the data artifacts. Yes, these are some of the things that come along with the data. So here we have web downloads. There was one web download moved to the D drive. While here we have analysis results. We have OS accounts. This very tab makes us know the number of user accounts on the this to tags, tabs, and then score. Yes, so over here you can find the deleted items. So you can find some of the bad items, the suspicious items. If you remember, uh, I made mention of uh, malicious malware scanner. So that's an option you can choose, but I think I deselected that, so we didn't really go through to check if there are malware. But assuming it was able to capture some malware files, it should have listed them here. Then the report section. I don't know why this thing is on. So, okay, so now let's move to the attacks. So here we have keys. You can start another case. You can open a recent case. You can open a new case. You can unpack and open a portable case. So a portable case is kind of a case that is being shared between uh, that can be shared or is being shared between investigators. So you can choose to close the case or delete the case and manage who's yes. You can choose to manage someone who can get access. Then you can also add the data source. So you can also add a data source. The data source is where you are trying to take your data from for the forensic investigation. You can also get the source summary, exits, then view, whether you want it to be in full screen. So let's see full screen. So we have it in full screen. And just okay. So you want to exit the full screen. Then the tools have images and videos. What's the analysis from the drive D hasn't been completed yet, having some issues. So we have geolocation, as I made mention earlier. The geolocation helps you to know the exact place the file was created at and the time when it is being. We have all these tabs here that helps you simplify the task. Then maybe to window it's to list the content windows, results windows, reset windows, configure the window. things. Then go to new icon here. Over here we have the hash lookup case number one. No notable hash set at this time. Supposed to give the full time. Yeah. So that's around 2 o'clock. There's a 2:49 minutes 15 seconds. So the timestamp shows the exact time that was read. Let's look up. So the recent activity started by doing at this time, finished with no errors reported at this time. So it took 1 minute to complete the results. So also around the same display. So let's go back to the all these in the deleted files. Okay, so you can save your table as CSV. Yes, and save your table as CSV. Yeah. So the CSV is a short for a comma separated value. So with this one, each and every value has a comma in between. So let's also save that one. Mm, and just add evidence, evidence, save it. So let's stop. The file has been written to that destination and we should then open it with no file. So that's it. So this just shows that the deleted files are both from file systems to the or this will be important in some cases. Um, so yeah, one part is asking for the metadata, sorry, the metadata. So it gives you information about the name of the particular file, the type, which is because in the file system MIN, so it's an MP4. And it gives you the size, so this is the size of the video. Then the file name, there wasn't any file name, there wasn't any location. Then you get the date at which it was modified. So the modification date, that's 228. Sorry, second, that's 16th February 2025. So the time it was created. So we have all this information about the specific file. Then we have this one to update all of which are here and the data artifacts. So this is supposed to tell you where that particular file was downloaded from. There is no data about that here. Have the information of that particular file. Just so it's easy. So in case uh, you are having issues with trying to get original copy, you can use the exact hexadecimal numbers to retrieve it. But in this case, everything is safe. So this is where we end this, and then we see.
Give me the earbud. Oh, give me that. Oh, now